Okay. All right. So we're back again, and I'm so sorry. We're gonna try this again. So what are we doing today? We'll just scrap the other video. So go ahead.
So we're teaching people here. It's a live class on how to make water kefir, and we're letting them taste the different kinds. We have right here some watermelon kefir, and then the next one we're gonna be showing them is the berry passion fruit. The great thing about water kefir is you can, during the second ferment, you can actually mix tea bags with real fruit, and you get a really powerful, potent, delicious.
And you can make them with caffeinated tea or without.
Yes.
So if you want to do.
Warning, caffeinated tea does make little boys run around the house in circles and circles and circles.
Yeah, so we forgot about that little detail. But we learned very quickly.
Yes. And so this is a berry passion fruit. So this one kind of has like a cinnamony flavor, or no, this is.
Yep, berry passion.
No, this is the watermelon one.
Okay.
I have a passion one. Oh,
have you tried that yet?
That's what I forgot to bring out.
It's okay.
So this one, I haven't.
We have to strain it.
Specifically tried it yet. We should probably strain it.
We should probably try it first. We are experimenting, okay?
Well, we should probably try it. The one that I mentioned is in here.
These right here, I'm going to show everybody. These jars right here are so wonderful to do your kefir in because we have a big family, and so as you can see, our kefir garden grows so quickly. Hey, Ann, welcome. So these are kefir right here. I'm going to do a close-up right here. You see all these kefir grains? This is what healthy kefir looks like. Sometimes your kefir is not going to look as beautiful and healthy, and Biju's going to tell you details on how to have healthy kefir.
Yes. Okay. So here's a This is just a straight tea one. So if anyone wants to try this one. I have hibiscus.
So when you say straight tea, that means that you do your kefir and then you add a tea bag.
You don't have to heat it up or anything because you actually don't want to heat it up because otherwise it'll take all the good bacteria and yeast and it'll actually kill it. So you want those probiotics to stay alive. So does anyone want to try? This is a hibiscus tea bag, and this one is a passion flower one. This one's gonna taste a little bit cinnamony. This is the hibiscus. Anyone want to try them?
Okay. So go ahead, Biju. Hey there. Welcome. Welcome. Have a seat. Okay. So I don't think we said it on this video because I think the last one died. So these are prickly pear and
key lime vanilla.
Key lime vanilla, and these jars are called brewers. And this is, if you really want a very high carbonated kefir, that's the way to go. And so we have a lemon kefir, we have watermelon kefir, and the watermelon kefir, if you use fresh watermelon, it will taste like a Jolly Rancher, but we were gone and we had to freeze our watermelon, and it didn't give us that Jolly Rancher flavor that the fresh one gave us. Okay.
All right. So y'all, if you guys want more, you can come and serve yourself.
What did we just taste?
That one was a passion flower tea.
Delicious.
Yeah, that one was my favorite.
Which one's passion flower? So this is and look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Isn't that so
when
pretty?
When you put the tea bag in, I love watching it. I was like, I could almost like video create because you see like all the red bleed through all the colors.
It's yummy.
All right, so I guess now we'll get into actual class. So if you guys want to serve yourself more tea, kefir water. Miss Vanessa has her lovely prickly pear one, which is really, that's going to be local prickly pear stuff here. Hey, Kendra.
All in the gang. Okay, so I'm going to say hi. While everybody's piling in, I'm going to say, hey, Shanae and Sherry and Ann. Welcome. We have our online peeps right now. We have more people rolling in, and finally we got Crystal got to make it. All right, we got a full house today. And so everybody, welcome. We're going to be doing, Biju is doing this kefir class today, and we are going to continue this summer. Vanessa, you are going to be doing, what do we say you're going to be doing?
Yes, we are going to be fermenting veggies, and I will be posting a video and picture of it after this class.
Yes, so we're going to keep on that line of probiotic fermented food here. So does anybody online right now who's watching on Facebook Land have any questions about kefir? This is what the kefir grains look like right here. This is, as you can tell, they're really not grains as in gluten grains. They are sometimes called sugar grains. Right? Not these. What are these called? Well, ask the professional.
These are the grains are actually not a grain at all. They're a type of SCOBY. And so I'll go.
So go ahead and get started, and I'll be quiet.
So first of all, thank you everybody for coming out so we're learning about kefir, and kefir is a type of SCOBY. And some of you have tasted kombucha here or been to Miss Vanessa's lovely classes on kombucha. And they're the same. It's the same SCOBY. They're different kinds of SCOBYs, but it's the same kind of family. So SCOBY is, you'll see on your class notes there, it'll say SCOBY, and it's a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. And okay, so that's what a SCOBY is. And so what exactly is water kefir? Water kefir is a delicious probiotic drink that can be fizzy and flavored, like you guys tasted, and 1 tablespoon of finished water kefir. 1 tablespoon of finished water kefir is actually the same as having a whole bottle of probiotics.
Okay, so some people on Facebook land really don't even know what a probiotic is, so can you just tell them why would we want to make something that has a probiotic in it?
Because our guts, our body consists of, I think it's like, I'll be on the conservative side, I think it's 2 pounds, it might actually be 4 pounds, of our gut is actually consists of good bacteria. And so what happens when our body gets out of balance, and say different people, they may have like candida, or they have different overgrowths. So what kefir does, it's a good probiotic, and a lot of times the good bacteria actually eat the bad, and it helps balance out your system. So this is also, and probiotics, they help you just digest your food better. They're the good guys in the bacteria world.
And they also support your immune system.
Yes.
And they strengthen your immune system. So if somebody has a poor immune system, or if you've been on antibiotics, you definitely should be taking probiotics after antibiotics.
Yes, and so you can make water kefir into drinks. You can make it into gummies, popsicles. You can use the grains to actually make sourdough bread. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff with this, and
you can even feed it to your animals if
yes.
you have.
They'll grow.
They're like rabbits. If you've ever had rabbits, we once tell them about the time we had 3 girl rabbits.
We had 3 boy rabbits.
Okay.
These were 3 boy rabbits.
Yeah.
Happened to be that 2 were girls.
And
it worked out so well. We had about 100 rabbits.
Like
that burrowed out underneath.
Like
the cage.
100 rabbits later. So anyway, this kefir we're gonna send you away with like a 1/4 a cup maybe today or something.
Yeah, in a quart jar's worth, and then we start with 1 quart jar, and now we have it coming out of our ears, and this is just only part of it. We have even more of it, so we're like, you guys can have some. All right, so water kefir grains are not grains at all, like we had mentioned before. They're a SCOBY, and they are actually a polysaccharide matrix, and so they're kind of like almost like in this plasticky kind of gelatinous material that holds it together. And there's many different names for water kefir. You might have heard California bees, Japanese water crystals, tibicos, I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, and so you might be wondering now, like I always wonder, like, how did people first start off with these like grains? Like, where did they even get the idea? Well, we don't know for sure where it first came from, but we kind of have some ideas. It's probably from either Russia, Tibet, or Mexico. Now, those are 3 very different places. But Mexico, in the prickly pear cactus, on the pads of it, the scientists have actually found some of the culture on the pads as hard granules that can be reconstituted in the sugar water solution and used to make the drink. And it was dated back in the 1800s of water kefir grains actually being used in Mexico to make different drinks out there. Okay, so who should drink water kefir? So water kefir is a natural probiotic, so it can help your gut flora to flourish. It's best when first starting to go slowly. You would want to go like, it's depending on your toxicity. I'd say try up to about 1 ounce a day for a little while, and then do that same dose for like a couple of times per day until you get your body. If you do your change too rapidly, you'll actually get a die-off reaction sometimes, or you might get a bowel change because it's dealing with your gut. So, for children, a good starting amount is about 1/4 teaspoon. That's really all they need just to start off. you can mix it into the water, or you can put it in smoothies.
And basically, your BMs will let you know if you need to slow down. It's the same with the kombucha. If you are going to the restroom more than you need to, then you just need to back off because that means it's working really well. It's detoxifying and cleaning out.
Yes, and so drinking a lot of water on top of your water, kefir water or kombucha, whatever, is to help flush out those toxins. Okay, so some of you might be wondering, so there's how much sugar is approximately left in water kefir after you, because the recipe is water, kefir grains, and sugar. So you might be wondering, how much do these things actually eat of it? How much sugar are we actually ingesting? Well, really only, if you do it right, you can get about the same as a green apple per quart, I believe. So it's not that much at all. And the longer it ferments, the less sugar it gets. But you don't want to go too long, otherwise your alcohol content will increase. But typically we don't have too many problems with that. You just want to watch that.
And when you said the alcohol level increases, it's negligible, but it can become something. So
Yeah,
we drink it before it's
Right.
after we drink it while it's negligible. That's the point.
And so like refrigerating it after you're actually done with it will help make sure that it just stays where you had it at. So, is there a way to make it without sugar? Some people here might be trying to limit their sugar or trying to cut it out or doing a cleanse or whatever.
Or candida.
And the answer is yes, you can, but it's generally a good idea. We've tried it out, and it's generally a good idea to do every other batch with sugar because your grains actually might start starving. The easiest way to do this, though, is through coconut water. So get a young coconut, cut it open, and do that. And you would do that.
So you would get the juice from the young coconut.
Yes. You do the juice from a young coconut, and you can also use fruit juice. But you want to watch with fruit juice because that can go a little bit more alcoholic easier than any other way.
It's because it ferments quicker.
Right. So, there are other methods, like some people put dried fruit, different, like molasses, honey, but the problem with that is you get mixed results. Sometimes you can get mold in it. Other times it'll actually kill your thing because sometimes, and another thing I also should mention here, don't try raw honey. Because it won't work because the bacteria that's inside the raw honey will actually destroy the water kefir grain bacteria. So, the enzymes, I should say. Okay, so yeah, you guys can experiment. I highly recommend doing it once you have backups.
But they are going to get to do it still. We're still working on it. Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of sugar is best? We found that organic evaporated cane juice sugar worked best. We used the organic one that we found at Costco. That one worked really well for this. And then what type of water? Well water, spring water is really good because it has high minerals. Your water kefir thrives on high minerals. And so if you don't have enough minerals in your water, some people actually add mineral drops, trace mineral drops, to their water kefir.
We have a water filter. This is our Berkey water filter, which we love, that purifies water. But tell them what happened when you were just using that.
Yeah, it actually started disintegrating our water kefir because it takes out most of the minerals. There's still quite a bit of minerals in it. This is a great purifier. We love it. But
the water was so clean, and
it was so clean basically that there wasn't enough minerals for the water kefir to really thrive.
And that's something that you can add if your water starts depleting your grains, and you see that they start breaking down. It's probably because they need minerals.
What you should know though is I'm not sure if this one has essential oils in it. You can't put essential oils actually inside of your grains because that might also destroy them too. So that's another good point.
See what happens? She was sick, and I was putting it in mine.
Oh.
But okay, keep going. I was getting extra minerals in a different way. Okay.
Okay.
This is what happens when you have 3 cooks in the kitchen. Go ahead.
And so, did you get class notes? All right. So we have on your class notes, you'll see a little list of some mineral supplements. I just copied and pasted. If you guys go to culturesforhealth.com, that is so helpful. I got a lot of my information there. They have a whole FAQ. If you have any questions at all, that'll totally answer all of them. So now let's go into how to actually make this stuff, right?
Yes, this is the fun part.
So so I'm gonna help clean off all this stuff right here. All right, and so
they're gonna get ready now.
Yeah.
They can gather around, and you're gonna get a spot here, and we are gonna use.
how many of us brought a jar? How many of us brought a jar?
I brought 2. I wanted to take for a friend of mine. She wasn't able to come to the class.
Alright.
And this
Okay,
is
that's
the
fine.
smallest I have.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. It'll be fine.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm going to just show people what the notes were that everybody had here. So this is what she gave out to everybody here. All right. So, and this is the Water Keeper family here growing.
You guys might notice I had this closed right here because I had it refrigerated. That's another fantastic thing I forgot to mention to you guys. If you guys ever have to go on a trip or you just need a break from making water keeper, you can actually refrigerate the grains. And you can't do that with kombucha. It'll actually make your kombucha mold and kill it. So this is fantastic. You can go.
So
up
this
to
one
3
doesn't
weeks.
need a babysitter.
Exactly.
I know.
So it'll take. So you can have it in the
No,
fridge
no,
for
baby.
up to 3 weeks.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
What happened to my babysitter?
She just goes back there.
Okay.
All right.
So this is what the grains look like right here.
Alrighty. So why don't we have?
Do you have spoons and everything already?
Yeah, I have some in there.
They're all. We can all just get a spot.
Okay.
We're gonna just squeeze in wherever we can get a spot, like at Miss Vanessa's house.
3 or 4 people at a time.
Just have them all lined up, like just do it like Miss
Alright.
Vanessa's. Let's just
So why
do
don't
it together.
everybody just come on up here, bring your jags on up, and did anyone forget anything so that I can get you something?
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna say hi to everybody. I see that we have some more people. We have Sarah and Gwen and Lourdes and Rachel, Shelby, Irene. And Trisha's trying to watch, but she's having limited service. You can watch it on the replay, Trisha. We are here, and we are making kombucha. Check this out. How nice is that? Probiotic. If you guys didn't catch that, 1 tablespoon of this equals 1 bottle of probiotics. Okay, if you guys have purchased probiotics before, they can be really expensive. This is a really inexpensive way to give your family probiotics. So here's some of the ingredients some of the people brought today. We have some organic cane sugar, which you can get at Blue Water. One of the other things she didn't mention to you is that you can put Ninja Red. Okay, I'm going to give you guys what that looks like on here. We drink Ninja Red every single day. Antioxidants, you hear about taking green tea because of the high antioxidants. This is a super powerhouse. The stories that I've heard about people who take that daily have been just amazing. And so FDA limits what we can say it does, but it does some great stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So here we are. So does anybody have any questions? Hey, Tanya. Good to see you. We're getting ready to do the kefir class. Bijou, hon, can you show me what recipe we're going to be doing right here? Let's see here. Okay, so...
Hey, baby, no.
Where's David? You're my baby. Okay, so I'm going to show you this here. So here are some of her recipes right here, and if we're going to be putting these on our blog, and you can find us at, I guess I should turn it around. I don't really want to do this, but okay, I'll talk here. I'm sweating like a dog over here. We're in Texas. Does anybody know how hot it is here today? It's hot enough. Okay, so anyway, our website is what is it? CompelledLife.com, and also you can go to Facebook /Compelled Health. And so anyway, I'm Emma Sarah. My daughter's teaching the class today, and we are going back live right now, so thanks for watching. All right, so we're flashing back here. All right, so this is the process right here. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. You can see that the kefir is already starting to bubble before any process is happening. How exciting is that? I like carbonation.
All right, so I'm going to drain out these right now.
So this, and who's going to like this? Who's our pampered chef gal here? Who does pampered chef? Oh, Lori. Lori's leaving. Lori, we're using a pampered chef item here today.
This has been super helpful for us. It's slotted on the sides, and what I like about it most is that you can actually measure, so that way you can get your, what do you call it?
Equivalent, or your measurements?
Yeah, your
Equations.
Yes.
Equations.
All right. All right, so I'm going to use this. So the ratio is 1 cup of grains. Dobby, do we have the metal one? I just realized. think we should get probably a middle one of these that are 1 cup. In the dishwasher most likely. It's 1/4 cup of sugar to 1 cup of grains inside 1 quart jar. So you just add the grains first and your sugar, and then fill up the jar to however much, you know.
And so we have quart jars right here.
Yes.
So that's what size a quart jar is right here.
Did I give you one? Okay. Okay. So, you know what?
Right down.
You want to go ahead
We don't
and
have a
grab your
single one.
sugar first into your little jar, and then I'll get these little kefirs. Dobby, did you find a measuring cup?
So what are you looking for?
Metal measuring cup like that.
We took that in the RV, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna use that.
Okay, so I can't wait to try this prickly pear one. Vanessa did this, and these are going to give you the highest amount of carbonation. Some people are like carbonation addicts. I say addicts loosely, of course. Some people just really like a cold carbonated drink after a hot Texas day, being mama over here. So I like the carbonation. All right, so we're just doing the basic recipe right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, and this is on your class notes too. I have the ratios on there.
So see, like, I'm going to just do a close-up. Can you guys see, you guys should have a standard of measure of what a really healthy,
So you guys will look at these grains right here. They actually can get way bigger than this because I had these in the refrigerator. They shrunk down a little bit, but they can get up to this big, and that's when you know that they're super healthy and they're like super thriving. Like
they make all kinds of bubbles and they jump around in your water, and they let you know that you're taking care of them very nicely.
No, I have some.
And if it falls on the table, it's totally fine. We could just wipe it up. Don't worry about it. Okay, so can you tell us about the process while you're doing it right now, hon? So you're just giving everybody
1 cup for this 1 quart jar, right, for 1 quart amount.
Okay, so it's really easy. You're just going to take your grains, put it in your jar.
It's actually even easier than kombucha, because kombucha you have to boil your water, so you do 2 bags. With this, you just do your, like it literally, I have so much kombucha, kefir going right now that it actually takes me a little bit because I have so much going. But it should only take you about 5 minutes
This is really a community drink, because once you get your babies growing, you become the kefir, the kefir pusher. Yeah.
Yes.
Some things should be pushed in life, right? This is a probiotic drink. We're into a compelled lifestyle. Compelled lifestyle is we are taking initiative of our health here. It's like, who needs soda and sugar when you can have some kefir?
Right. So then what you'll do is, once you actually strain out your grains, you'll just bottle it. The tighter your lid, the fizzier your drink. And when Miss Vanessa's jars, you can serve yourself some of those. With the, like Vanessa's bottle, those are going to be like enough. They can actually foam out. We found that a couple of our jars, they work best. The Mason jars, we found they actually don't work that well. The ones that work best are the ones that you recycle for like the spaghetti sauces and jellies.
Or if you buy kombucha at the store, reuse those bottles, give a nice fizz. I like recycling, so we keep our glass bottles and reuse those. And then you have them to go in the refrigerator. You line them up. And this is, sometimes we're on the go and we're going to get that kombucha or that kefir in the store, but when you are at home, this is really going to save money, because like for me, before we were doing our own kombucha and kefir, I was paying $4 a bottle all the time.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you have 9 people to give probiotics to.
But now we have this humongous jar here.
We drink it by the gallon, like every day, because we have so many people will drink a whole gallon of it in a day. But we worked up to it.
That's great, Maria. She's saying that she doesn't drink sodas, and thank you for the recipe. And we have Lisa. She's on. She's saying, awesome. Sarah's on. Welcome. We are making kefir. Okay, so this is approximately what it's going to look like once you get it into the jar. You're going to get your nice little round buddies in there, and then this is approximately how much sugar you're going to have, which isn't very much. They're jumping ship over here. They're jumping ship.
And so what I'm actually going to do is, because I have some of this liquid, I'm going to let you guys try some of that so you can know what your base tastes like for adding. For the longest time, we actually didn't even, flavor it at all because we just liked it just as is.
So what are you looking for, hon?
Those are jumping up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See?
Oh, yeah. And another thing I'll mention too is with these jars, because you know these lids go on here and they get tight, really tight. I open it a couple of times a day if you're going to have your lid tight. That way it doesn't get overpressurized. I doubt it would explode, but the main thing is keep your alcohol content down too.
Yes.
And
if you don't want to make Kefir wine, then you do let it breathe every once in a while.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get big gallon jar right here.
Okay. So we got these on sale at Stage. You know, we've got that new store here in town. That's where we got these. We got them for 50% off. So I don't know if you guys come across these. They for you who can't find locally, Amazon does.
Yes, and another thing too is with these spigot ones is you can get the higher the spigot off the bottom of this, the better, because then the grains won't actually try to stick inside of it. Yeah, and they'll actually try to grow inside of it. So then,
Is there some kind of a screen or something?
no, I don't.
But we should probably make that. Thanks for, see, that's why we have people like you here. That's why we like men at our class.
Something a guy would think of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Our compelled guy didn't think about that. Well, you're going to have to tell the compelled guy he was slipping there.
Yes. Yeah, and so it takes me even less time because I just have this on now. I have to put timers on them because one time I forgot it, went to go eat dinner, and it was everywhere. Sticky mess.
And the ground was drinking Kefir. All right. So this is what we do. Yeah, when it's just time to get it into the next place, we just place a jar under it and put a timer on and get it drained there. So what else is next?
All right. Well, so that's most of it. And so now we're going to talk while that's going right there, and I'll get your second batch from that while it's draining. Is you'll see on this paper it says everything's better with flavor. Just be creative with how you flavor. Now that your Kefir grains are out, you can add essential oils at this point. I did one that was really good. I have it written down here. It's an apple ginger one. No, don't touch me, baby. He's like, water.
What happened? It happened.
Essential oils, you can add them to this. I recommend Young Living dietary essential oils because
The Vitality.
the Vitality line, yeah, because otherwise different brands,
They could be toxic, or they could be toxic. A lot of essential oils are not labeled for internal use. So, so when we say put essential oils in, we're only giving a nod to Young Living for that. We don't want anybody poisoned.
So yeah, so I have some ideas to get you started, but just come up with your own kind of concoctions and things. Miss Vanessa, she did one today with vanilla and lime essential oil. That's the other one, I think.
What's this one, Vanessa?
What's that one?
One's called Concord Grape.
Ooh, Concord grape. That sounds so yummy. And then she did. This is the
That's the lime. That's the key lime lavender.
key lime lavender, and so she used lime essential oil on that one.
That one has lime essential oil.
And then here in the beautiful state of Texas and Alpine, we actually get to have fresh prickly pears, and so this was from fresh prickly pears, right? All y'all in California are like, what are those prickly pear things? But they're like just fresh fruit around here.
Yeah. Alright, so does anyone want to try some of this plain stuff? You know what, I should probably taste this to make
Does anybody on Facebook land have questions right now that we can answer for you? Because I know y'all are watching out there, and we're just about to come to the end of the live portion of this. So if you guys have any questions, this is the time to ask. Does anybody here have questions? Is anything confusing? Questions? Comments?
This is easier than taking care of your kombucha, right?
Yes.
It's not as delicate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you know
You
what?
don't have to worry about explosions. Or as much?
Not as much, but if you take, even with 2 days though, it doesn't really happen.
You'll get a small pop, but you're not going to get a full in your face unless you have like a kid shaking it and then you go try to open it. So, Bijou, what is the next step? Can you do one that's just like the full next step so we can end our live video? Because they're
Now is just go ahead and add our water now, and that'll be it.
Okay, so tell them what the process is to babysit this, though, so that they'll know.
Oh yeah, so to babysit this, it's not actually really babysitting. Put it up on your counter. They like light.
Oh, he just did face planted in my knee. Come here.
So
Just 1 second.
they like it.
Sorry.
I found that it does. I like it best in the light. It helps me also remember to actually
Sorry,
change
he
it
hit
out.
his face, poor baby.
But you guys can start using this water to just fill it all the way up. You want to leave a little bit of a headspace though, so that way you're not going to try to push out the top like over.
So he has the sugar there, he has the kefir grains there, and now all he's doing is adding water. And so it's just these 3 ingredients, and 1 tablespoon of this is going to add equal to a whole bottle of probiotics. So how neat is that? That's going to turn into nutrition from those ingredients.
And you said well water is good.
Well water is really good.
The best. I mean, I accidentally gave someone some birthday water, but it's not going to harm it. Just
It'll flourish with well water. So right here, I'm going to just show you where we just keep ours on top of our refrigerator. You can see that we have, what's up there right now, hun? Do we have kombucha or is that kefir?
oh, this is kombucha right here.
So we have kombucha, but we just keep all our stuff on the refrigerator. And so when you come over, you'll see a kefir garden normally up there of like 5 bottles of. Yes, please. I'm going to follow her over here to see what this does. Fizzy woo. All right, we'll see what it does here. Whoa! Man! Oh, you asked if it exploded? I digress. I just got prickly pear juice
That's what
on
I was
me.
telling you, Mommy. I said
Oh,
that,
man.
You
Woo! Now that's called a celebration. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Whoa, I jumped back. Oh, okay, so anyway, so, you know, you had to ask, right? You had to ask, right? So, anyhow, for those of you who need a little,
rare,
for those of you who,
but it does happen.
yeah, we seem to fall into that category quite often, y'all. But anyhow, this is it. So if you want more details, BG we'll be putting it on compelledlife.com.
Yes.
You can go to Facebook /Compelled Health. And so all you're going to do, just give them a breakdown. You're going to do this. This is how they're started. So you're going to take these home. Tomorrow, what are they going to do?
Tomorrow,
So-
you're just going to let them cook.
No, they're not going to cook. They're just going to set.
They're going to set, sorry. They're just going to go for it, and they're just going to eat up all that sugar. And
They're marinating.
And so you're going to let them marinate all tomorrow and then all next day. So you're going to try to get...
Talk loud.
So you want to get 48 hours more specifically. So 48 hours of just letting your grains sit in their water. And then...
So they don't do anything for 48 hours. Okay, and then after 48 hours, what do they do?
Taste to see if it's too sweet for you. Sometimes it is, but when it's hot here, like right now, you can actually do it anywhere from 24 to 36 hours, really.
So the temperature will either decrease or increase the time. And you'll know by sweetness. If it tastes really sweet,
If it tastes like sugar water and it doesn't taste very nice at all, then you know you can let it go for some more time.
because the sweeter it is, the less sweet it is, the more it's going to be actually activating those good probiotics.
Yes. And then you can flavor the kefir after you've strained it out.
And the flavoring doesn't happen until which day?
That would be day 3 then. Or I always do it after 48 hours.
Okay,
After
so
48 hours.
after 48 hours, okay? The second or the third day, okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
And then you just let it ferment for another 24 hours with a tight cap, but hopefully not as tight as this messes.
And then you just put it in the refrigerator?
Yep. You just put it in the refrigerator, and then if you ever need a break, you just do your whole thing just like you were gonna do it, like with your sugar water and everything. You put it in the refrigerator. You want to start with a fresh batch, though. When you put it in
If you're going to go on vacation, do a whole fresh batch.
whole fresh batch, that way they have plenty of sugar to work on. Because what it does when you put it in the fridge, they actually go slightly dormant, and so they'll move very slowly. And then
Okay, and any of our friends online, if you need us to send you kefir grains, please personal message us, and we can get some grains to you guys as well. So thank you, Bijou, and that is Compelled Life, and this is a Compelled Lifestyle class. Thank you all for coming to the class. Say bye, bye, yay, bye. Okay. Thanks, everybody.